Hello everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss a few things with you all of kind of what my plan is in incorporating a more holistic lifestyle in our home. I've been seeing this trend on YouTube since the beginning of the year, so the last couple of weeks. I think it's really awesome. It kind of gives you a little sneak peek into what people's mindsets are for the year and creating certain goals and how they plan on accomplishing things. So I'm going to be discussing a variety of things that I'm not going to be buying in 2021 and my reasons why I'm kind of steering away from those types of materialistic items or whatever it may be. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to put this one in like its own kind of category because it's all sort of all encompassing. So as far as like the standard like women's self-care items, the things that I'm not going to be buying, some of these I did implement last year and I'm just going to continue, but I'm not going to be buying a body scrub, body wash, or women's razors. Body scrub, like the sugar scrubs, coffee scrubs, things like that, I can make those at home very cheaply, very inexpensive. It takes nothing to make a coffee scrub or exfoliator or sugar scrub or anything like that. The reason why I don't want to buy them from the store is because one, they're really expensive because they're trendy right now. And two, I don't know all of the ingredients in there. I try to implement a thing where if I don't know what an ingredient is, I try to steer away from it. But this also includes like bath bombs and things like that. I'm not going to buy that stuff. I don't know what's in it. I know that it's not that good for my skin or for me to be kind of like absorbing these materials that are not made from real things, like having preservatives and things like that. It's just not something that I want to really partake in. Bath bombs aren't on this list because I don't buy them, period. And that's because they're not really that good for you. It's not good for women to be soaking in a bath full of miscellaneous material. I've had people buy them for me, but I do not purchase them myself. I just don't. I don't like the mystery. I don't like UTIs and I don't like yeast infections. So, there's just those types of things that I'm steering away from this year entirely. I use Dr. Teal's salts for the tub and things like that because I know what's in it. Body scrubs, body wash. I'm not going to be partaking in body wash this year. We will use up what we have left from last year, and then we will be doing strictly bar soap from now on. Reason being, same issue, ingredients. Also, plastic. This year, I'm really trying to implement our reduction on plastic in this house, especially since the holidays are over. I have a little bit more control over what's coming in and out of the house. And we're trying to reduce our waste, incorporate more holistic living, being nicer to the planet, being nicer to our surroundings, to our community. So getting rid of body wash is really going to help play in that. I have a shop downtown called Bathe that makes their own, soaps from scratch. They're all vegan products. I know what's in them. I can go and ask one of the ladies. She'll give me every ingredient. It's wonderful. And for a while we were doing that, but for some reason I just kind of got lazy. It's easy to be lazy and not, live intentionally. So we are trying to incorporate those things this year. So no body scrub because I can make it myself. No body wash, no bath bombs. Women's razors. First of all, they are a scam. And doing the kind of, the pink label, it's a big deal. The pink label is a scam. It's the same thing as a men's razor, drastically cheaper. Also doing the reusable razors is really important. I've been doing that the last couple of months. So that is something I want to incorporate instead of having, the bag of the cheap pink razors that you can buy in the bottom shelf and having them rust after, one go. Being a little bit mindful of the disposal type deal. So we will be using the reusables where you just have to recharge the head. Perfect. So the next thing I will not be doing is memberships and subscriptions. So I am easily fooled. I like really cool things, but really cool things end up being clutter in my house. So gym memberships is going to be the one for memberships, mainly because we're still in a pandemic. I held on to my gym membership for a long time last year, paying it. Never went. They were open, but they weren't open safely. So I can work out at home. I have a trail behind my house. I can do yoga in this space. I have weights in the back room. I can do everything that I need to do here for free. Why would I pay for a gym membership right now? Especially right now. Pandemic, no thank you. Subscription boxes are what I am a sucker for. I always get suckered into a subscription box. Yoga boxes, holistic living boxes, cause boxes. I love them. But I end up just giving a lot of that stuff away because it ends up becoming clutter in my house. And I hate clutter. So when I have a bunch of stuff and I realize I'm not using it, I just give it away. And I have so much that I'm giving to, I have a huge pile literally right there of stuff that I'm giving away to Goodwill today. Because every couple months I go through everything and strip it and give it away. I'm spending money to give away things for free. Now I could sell these things, but selling them means that they're just going to sit in my house for longer. And I don't like that feeling either, because then of course there's a big pile of stuff there waiting to be sold. And I don't want to waste the energy on that. I think it's just not healthy for me to stare at it all the time. So subscription boxes are something I'm not going to participate in this year. I'm going to try my best, and it is not going to happen. On top of me liking cool stuff, this goes into home decor. Signs, seasonal decorations, things like that. I went really hard into them last year. And now I was really sad when Christmas was over and we had to go buy more storage bins. I was really not okay with the fact that we needed to go buy bins because we bought so much junk. So much junk. I go back and forth of, I want to be that home that has like the Valentine's Day this and the St. Patrick's Day this. It ends up giving me anxiety, so I don't need it in my life. It's not what I want. I'm also wasting money on those things. You say you go to TJ Maxx. Of course, they have the gorgeous seasonal, everything you could ever possibly think of. But you go there for one thing and you end up spending, $150 on things that can only be seen in your home for what, a week? That whole month? It's not worth the energy for me. So home decor, signs, seasonal things, not playing with it this year. The only decoration things that I will get is things that I can actually utilize in the farm. If I cannot utilize it out there and it does not have an actual physical purpose, I'm not playing with it. And that goes for my plants too. I'm not somebody that, I love having flowers in the house. I'm not somebody that really plants flowers. I like everything that's going to be planted to have a purpose. So that'll still go there too. But everything in this house, I'm very big on not having clutter. Clutter, again, gives me anxiety. So the more I'm not buying, the better my anxiety is going to be. Just makes sense. One that kind of ties in with the body scrub, body wash situation is dry shampoo. Now, I'm getting a little bit older. My hair feels like it's thinning. My hair has always been super thin. But, I do things for my hair that are really healthy. It's not damaged at all. There's no color in it or anything like that. But dry shampoo is like a trick. It seems like it's doing amazing things for your hair because you can go longer without washing it. But really what it's doing is it's really caking into your pores. It's really just it's like a sponge. You have greasy hair like I do a lot of the time. You spray it on there and it just goes, and then you immediately have this a great volume and your hair looks amazing. Well, it's clogging all of your pores and doing horrible things to your scalp. So cutting out dry shampoo. Another really big thing that we've kind of been implementing since last year, well, me, not we, is I'm not going to be buying makeup this year. I didn't wear makeup at all last year. I think I wore it maybe twice for certain occasion. But the first week of January, I was like, I think I'm going to wear makeup again. I feel like I want to wear makeup again. And so I wore makeup for maybe 3 days. And I was like, I hate the way my skin feels. I started breaking out really, really bad. My eyes were constantly itchy. My contacts were drying out a lot faster. I did not enjoy the way that it feels. So I put so much work into taking care of my skin last year, and, so much effort in the skincare products that I do have. I strictly use Dr. Botanicals, and it's done wonders for my skin. And then I just immediately trashed all of that by caking on my face. This is not saying that, makeup, not, all makeup is bad, or, don't wear makeup because it's bad. It's just how it affects my skin and how it affected my self-esteem. I did not like the way that felt after not wearing it for so long and becoming okay with the way my face looks. It really kind of set me back a little bit. So I won't be buying any makeup this year. I also will not be buying any purses or bags. I end up buying a purse or buying a bag or a backpack or something like that, and then I never use it. So I have literally a trash bag over here that has 5 Kate Spade bags in there that I have not touched in a year, 2 years. I have one bag that I use. That's it. I have one bag, and I only need one bag. I don't need a bag for every outfit. That's silly and ridiculous to me. So I am trying to, again, not collect a lot of junk. There's this minimalistic trend right now, which I think is amazing and powerful and important in finding self-worth, and being able to find that self-worth not through physical, tangible items, like a keep up with the Joneses kind of situation. And I will say that I have been easily fooled into a lot of that over the years. Not so much in the last year, but I have those tendencies where I needed that item, I needed that brand, I needed that blah, blah, blah for XYZ reason. I'm trying not to live that way anymore. My headspace is so much happier not living that way. So no purses. I'm okay. Some things that I really want to kind of take a few steps back on are buying milk from the store. We are a non-dairy house dominantly, but we go to the store, we buy almond milk, we buy cashew milk, we buy oat milk, we buy the non-dairy creamers, we buy, all this stuff that's just got so much junk in it. And I know how to make my own milk. I've been doing it for almost 10 years now. I know how to do it. Again, this comes back to laziness and just not wanting to do it, not wanting to put forth the effort, not wanting to soak almonds overnight. I mean, it takes no effort to make your own products. So I want to implement making my own things this year. I don't want to buy milk from the store. It's $6 for a tiny thing of oat milk. Well, I have a huge container of oats. Why can't I just utilize them? That's my whole thing. It's so much more inexpensive to buy a giant bag of oats or buy your nuts in bulk, and you'll save so much money. We only really use it. We use smoothies and coffee. We're not drink out of the glass milk drinkers. So, we would save so much more money if we just did it ourselves. So we're doing that ourselves. We haven't bought any this entire month, and it's been really, really nice. Our coffee's been tasting really, really good because I can flavor the milk however I want. I think it's awesome. Just a few more things on what I'm not going to buy. A big one that I was very guilty of in the past that I've been really good on nowadays is buying things from coffee shops. I would sit in coffee shop for hours and just spend money and, coffee cup after coffee cup after coffee cup, and not really monitoring the amount of caffeine I was putting in my body, on top of just wasting money. I mean, I am very grateful, that this past Christmas, but the one before, Cameron got me the Breville espresso machine that I had a few years back. I had to sell it due to financial reasons, but he bought me the exact same one. So we have coffee in the house. We literally have an espresso machine. Why would I go and risk having nasty coffee at a coffee shop when I could have the exact bean blend, steam, temperature, everything here? So that's going to save us a ton of money. It's really not that bad. I mean, it's utilizing coffee in your own home will make a huge difference. Also, you can make it a ritual. We kind of make our own little ritual with having coffee in the morning, and it's really nice. You know, Cameron works really long hours. That's our time together during the day, is our coffee time. If you don't drink coffee, that's awesome. But chai teas, iced teas, hot teas, even if they're cheaper, you're still wasting money. Go buy a box of tea for the exact same amount of money, you know? So same thing, utilizing what we have in the house instead of just going somewhere else. If you're bored and want to leave the house, make a cup of coffee and go for a walk. You know what I mean? It just makes more sense. Financially, mentally, spiritually. If you want to leave the house, make a cup of coffee and then go. Have a snack and then go. It will save on your pocket so much. Which comes to my last thing. Cameron and I busted our butts last year to pay off debt. Everybody's got debt. I mean, if you don't, I am so proud of you. But we are part of the dominant population that does, whether it's student loans, credit cards, other loans, cars, you know, we have debt. Last year, we were able to pay off more than $30,000 worth of our debt, which is outstanding, and we're kicking ass. But we've implemented the new idea of if we can't afford it with cash, then we're not going to buy it. Simple as that. If you can't afford it with what you have in your pocket and you don't have the patience to save it up and you're just wanting to swipe a credit card, don't do it. Even if it seems like a good idea or something that you absolutely need, don't do it. Have a backup plan, start your savings, everything like that. It'll all roll into one beautiful masterpiece of your financial situation. But don't buy it. You know, and if you really, really want it and you have the cash for it, but it's like a lot of cash, wait 24 hours, see if you actually really want it. And this is not this is like, you know, being mindful of what you're purchasing. You know, there's a lot of things right now on sales racks, Black Friday month, you know, Christmas, not being mindful of what you're actually purchasing. You're spending all this money on junk. So if you would not purchase something at full price and it's now on sale and you're only buying it because it's on sale and it's a good deal, if you wouldn't purchase that same item at full price, don't buy it. Or wait 24 hours, see how you feel the next day. If you still feel like you can't live without it, go for it. But, you know, be more mindful of it. I was really happy with this holiday season that my family exchanged gifts that we could actually, you know, eat or drink or cook with or physically use in our farm or in our home, like things that we could actually use and not just junk. Mindful spending all around, it benefits everybody. You know, it's important. Nobody likes getting junk. And I was really grateful that our families are mindful of that. It's important. So that's my list. That's my list of things that I do not want to buy in 2021. You know, I want to implement a more holistic living atmosphere in this house. I want to utilize the food that we are growing and not waste it. Learn how to preserve, how to dehydrate better, how to make our own herb blends. You know, I had so much fun doing that last year and not spending all of our money going to a coffee shop or going to, you know, the movie theaters were closed, but before then we spent so much money doing those things. And I have not missed going to the movie theater. We've had so much fun just having our movie nights at home. You know, spend more time outside. Make your skincare products. It's so easy. And if you think that it's hard, I would love to show you how to do that. How to take care of your body inside and out and take care of your surroundings. It will have this ripple effect. And how to start going through your stuff. Be like, I have not worn this in 2 years. I don't plan on wearing it. It's cute, but I don't plan on wearing it. Get rid of it. It's not taking up space in your life. This is like a pro, you know, minimalism video. I love the lifestyle. The lifestyle makes me feel really, really good. And even though I implement a lot of that culture in our living space, I still have a pile of junk I'm getting rid of. It happens. but you have to acknowledge it and go through it, get rid of it, and move on and start fresh. So this is a new year. Yes, there's still a pandemic going on, and there's a lot of other things going on that are mentally draining us and physically draining us. Don't make your space and your purchases and your financial situation, don't make that be a part of it. Make wise decisions. Live intentionally. Think about what you're doing before you do it. It'll make a drastic difference in your life and make you feel 50 pounds lighter. That's my list of things that I'm not buying this year. If there's anything that you guys are not buying, please list it in the comments. I'm so curious as to how people are decluttering their lives this year. I think that it's an amazing and powerful movement, and I am all for it. Share what you're changing. Share what you're wanting to do, what you're wanting to implement. I would really love to hear it. Thank you guys for listening to my list. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it got you thinking on what you want to do for your life. Happy 2021. Namaste.